The northern white rhinoceros, now functionally extinct. Ceratotherium simon-cottoni is its subspecies. Some basic information. The species was down to 3 individuals, but in March of 2018, the only known male, whose name was Sudan, was found dead of natural causes. This is the range. We know they're extinct in these 3 countries. South Sudan and the Congo are part of the historical range, but no one can go in there. It's too dangerous to search for any northern white rhinos. The last 3 were here in Kenya, but the male died. So for all intents and purposes, they are functionally extinct. Poachers reduced their population down to 15 in the 70s and 80s, and then they tried to rebuild it, got it up to 32 animals. But poaching is intensified because rhino horn goes for a little over $50,000 a pound, and that is a fortune to many people in Africa who live on a few $1,000s a year. Here is Sudan being mourned by one of his guards. The last 3 were so rare that Kenya had armed guards around them 24/7. And they were very tame. White rhinos do get pretty tame. They're related to horses, but they didn't reproduce. Sudan was a little too old, so they didn't reproduce naturally. In 2015, they started gathering sperm samples from other rhinos. There were some males that were still alive that passed away. And they also started gathering eggs from the living females. And they started preserving these in genetic banks. And this is a summary of the various number of embryos, etc. Right now, there are about 30 northern white rhino fertilized embryos. They're being handled by a company called BioRescue. They did try to implant one in a female southern white rhino named Kura, but she died of a bacterial infection and the pregnancy was never taken to term. They do plan to try again. Why should we not let endangered species go extinct? Well, preserving them is crucial for ecologic stability, human well-being, economic prosperity, and for ethical and cultural reasons. Certain rhinos, or certain animals even, present cultural traditions within a society, and animals have a right to live as well. We don't own the whole planet, and we have to coexist with other species. And you can go into this far more in depth. You can just search for why we should keep endangered species intact. But understand, every species on this planet is not isolated. They're part of a very delicate, complex web of life, and their loss can have severe cascading and unpredictable consequences. The northern white rhino, functionally extinct.